Hello everybody, I'm Stefania Zennaro. I work as an educator for Comunità di Venezia. I work in a facility called Villa Renata, that is a community for people with drug addiction. And now I want to present some data that we collect in 2020 of our work. The main topic is the family of addicted people and how to involve them in the treatment of our client. We want to start the presentation describing our clients. So, as you can see in the slide, we want to show you that there is a different kind of users from the 2000. In fact, many of our clients describe them as polyabusers, and because they combine use of several illegal psychotropic substances, and it's very different for the age of our client. In fact, since 2000, we changed our type of clients. We permit to enter in our community just young people from 18 to 25 years old. So it's different because after the 2000, it could be you could be entering the community also if you have drug addiction, but not depending on the age. So now we work with the youngest one, and the style of consumer is different. We have noticed that they use a binge mode. In fact, you can think about the phenomenon of binge drinking, and also the type of the consumption is very typical of youngest, because they take drugs but they don't know how the main effects are. So this is something that we reveal in this time. But about the substances that our clients use, they reveal that heroin is the first one, and followed by cocaine. And now there is many patients that ask for the treatment for cannabis or MPS substances, because they didn't know exactly what they take. So it's very difficult for us to understand what they use, because they can't tell to us exactly what the substances is. But the first is always the heroin, because they are scared about the effect of these types of substances. Okay, and the main things is that the substance is not the problem, but many of these clients have a picture of particular social family and psychopathological fragility. About the family context, we have revealed that there are many traits in common, that are separation, divorce, death of a parent, abandonment, and adoption. In fact, during the 2020, 9 people that entered in our community were adopted. So this is things that we want to check, because it's strange that not clients are from Italy, but many people are from Russia and from Ukraine also. So, and also for the South of America. Another characteristics of families are high conflict, communication difficulties, use of violence, and substance use. Many of our clients reveal that they used with their parents, and maybe this is a very huge problem. But in particular, with the use of the violence, they reveal traumatic experience with the parents, and the questionnaire reveal psychological maltreatment, like or physical or multiple, and who is the mistreats are the family, or the partner, or the other people like uncle or nephew. And it's observed also that in a discrete number of cases concern episodes of mistreatment don't have been isolated but are verified continuously in the course of the life history. So in the many cases, users report experience of physical trauma or maltreatment. We collect some data about mothers and fathers. The 23% of patients in care report current or past substance use problem by the mother, in the most of the cases with alcohol, but also illegal psychotropic substances, and always more often not prescribed drugs. And 29% of the clients report that their own mother presents some form of mental suffering. Regarding the fathers, a similar share of the mothers have current or past substance uses, equal to 26%, while the comparison reveals a higher crime rate and a lot of recognition more limited and over psychiatric disorder, like 9%. So the situation about the mother and father are very, very compromised, really compromised. So, how Comunità di Venezia approach the families? The first contact occurs between the director of the therapeutic community and the parents of the client. When a patient decides to enter in the community, the contact with the family is maintained by the educators. So, for the first part of the treatment, there can be direct contact between the patient and the family. That's why we invest in the first month in building trust and alliance between the community and the parents, and then between the community and the clients. After this time, we use some tools for the families. There are like psychotherapy groups that are organized to involve families in the patient care process. All parents are invited to participate in the psychotherapy group, which is held twice a month. The groups are led by the same psychotherapists who organize the groups for the patient. The space proposed to parents want to make the individual reflect on their individual history and on their parental and social role through the comparison between parents. We believe that parental involvement increases the retention and the effectiveness of the treatment. We also make a verification meeting between the family and the patient organized by the community in a protected area. And so after a long time spent in the community, the patient can go to home to meet the family, but really at the end of the program. We have also
we also have a mother and child facility. In this facility, we have to work not only with the parents of the women who are in treatment, but also with the father of their children, the children who are also in the facility. To work with these fathers, we organized a dedicated space. This space is called the study group and is aimed to involve the fathers in the care process. These groups are led by an educator, a male educator, and is held twice a month. In the group, they talk and discuss the topic of parenting, and they try to help them navigate the difficulties of parenting and the problem of addiction. Currently, the group takes place online, but before the COVID pandemic situation, it was held in presence in a special space near the community, so not inside the community. The purpose of these meetings is not only that the comparison between the parents, but also has we can say an experiential nature. That means we want the father to become able to go out and share small moments of daily life with their sons, like eat an ice cream or go to a park and so on. At the end of the meetings, they discuss the experience of what is erased from the emotional point of view, and the practical difficulties they have to face. The purpose is never the judgment, but a mutual constructive confrontation between the parents and the educators.
Okay. That's all about the main topic. The second topic is the prevention issues in the workplace and schools. Okay. We also want to share about some situation that we have in our facilities with the clients. Our data show that like 54% of our clients are unemployment before to enter in the community, and this is represented of a type of clients because they make some work experience, but they really don't know how to work. They often they don't have a curriculum vitae that is completed. They don't have a defined profession, and 40% of patients reveal that they have work before entering the community, and this situation is often a vicious cycle because a user that has a work don't want to become a patient in the community, don't want to enter in the community because he can earn money, so it's difficult to take care to a program that is a completed program because it's a program that dures like 1 year, so it's very difficult to leave work to enter in the community, and this is a problem. And the other 6% is made up of students, but even in these cases there are situations in which the use of substances are introduced in self and has increasingly polluted the child's ability to support the educational commitment. The data of education are different. We have many users that leave the school very early, and most of our users don't complete the high school, and it's very difficult to the intervention are very difficult with this type of users because they don't have skills for having a safe life. So about the data of the 2020 show that in the middle school certificate just a very low percentage of people obtain the diploma, like 32%, and just the 17% have a technical or high school diploma. The low level of education that affects the half of the patient is in line with the percentage of school dropout or interruption of studies before the achievement of the relevant qualification. For the 55% of patients, the interruption occurred during the vocational and technical high school, for some during high school or university. About prevention is Federica.
In Italy, the therapeutic communities are mainly responsible for the rehabilitation program, while the prevention process is managed in collaboration with other national authorities. The organizational model identified for the addiction system is based on the addiction department. It's a particular form of organization consisting of all the public and private institutions operating in that field. And then we have the public service for pathological addictions, it's called CERD, is dedicated to the care, prevention and rehabilitation of people who have problems with abuse and addiction of psychoactive substances such as drugs. And we just want to underline that this service is free of charge. Here we focused on some important areas: the school one, the family one, and the social area. For the school area, we tried to the intervention is focused on the support and the creation of a neutral counseling space in the school environment, where the students can speak with operators, educators, and also doctors who are working in the addiction services. Then, in the family area, were created spaces for listening and for having specific advices on the use of substances for families. And we teach parents to establish a dialogue with their children regarding the danger of using drugs and to recognize the signs of substance use. In the social area, we have the implementation of the educational activities with trained personnel in order to intervene directly in the spaces where the consumption of legal and illegal substances occurs. The tools, we underline the development and testing of innovative ways of delivering preventive and early interception programs through use of digital technologies like social media, web platforms, smartphones, and apps. The prevention in schools. The CERD carries out selective and indicated prevention intervention through strategies aimed at adolescents at high risk of developing problems related to drug use. The strategies identified concern work with adults, parents, teachers, and operators who are directly in contact with adolescents, and who can develop through the following intervention and help them. The focus points are information and training intervention through awareness-raising meetings and activities for the teachers on the subject of adolescent and use of substances. Therefore, here is a small description of the project proposal. In an assembly meeting at school is proposed as an opportunity for parents to discuss the problem, the risk of drug use and the risky behaviors in adolescents, so that they can have an additional tools to support their children. The intervention, the targets are raise parents' awareness on risky behavior and stimulate reflection on the consumption styles, offer a space for educational discussion with reference to the risk and protection factors of substance use, and make known the parents consultation device for them. So let them know that they are tools and the spaces where they can ask for help. The meetings are aimed at the parents will concern a presentation of operators and the services, meetings presentation like the topic and method, the collection of participating parents' expectation, then the youth consumption patterns, the proactive factors like the family as a protective and preventive agent, and the illustration of a preventive counseling device for parents in the third. The meeting will are held in the school, and advertised in the manner deemed post appropriate by the school itself. So in this meeting, this meeting can be joined both by the parents and also by the students.
Okay. That's all.